Hello and welcome to number 32 in my play-along series. Today we're looking at something way different than what we've been doing. And I'm going to call this my B-flat Blues Demo 251. So this is a progression. And again, we're in the 12-bar format, which a lot of blues songs, of course, are. And I'm going to call this kind of a blues jazz tune. And we might as well dive into it now because we're going to be looking at several jazz tunes that have the 12-bar format in them. And so this is going to get you ready for that. And the key of B-flat, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 4. Here's 4. Yep, a 12-bar form here. And the first chord, of course, is a root B-flat 7. I'm calling it. But then we switch to E-flat 7, your 4 chord. Now that's done a lot in boogie and blues. So 3 and 4 measures. Those are B-flat again, your 1 chord. Then you got your 4 chord for 2 measures. Yep. That's normal. And then, what? A B-flat 7, your root chord, that's normal. But this measure right here, measure 8, we went wild. Yep, we got a D minor 7 and a D-flat diminished 7. So you may have to look those up. And next we got a C minor 7. Your 2 chord, well, what the heck? Yeah, that's going to sound okay. And because we follow it with the 5 chord. So there's your 2, 5, and then 1, B-flat 7. But here we're just playing, again, chords for half a measure. You got a B-flat, and you got a G7. Well, G7, that's not in the key of B-flat, if you know your theory a little. The thing is, though, this is quite a bit like your D minor 7. And then we go to your 2, your 5 chord, and of course we loop around and we start again with 1. So really we got 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1 in here twice. Now this last little part here, measure 11 and 12, that's what you call a turnaround for the most part. And that makes the song a lot more interesting because it kind of, if you got a melody in your head, it kind of gets it going and boom, we're back to measure 1. So let's look at the chords on the piano here. I'm going to turn that drum off for now. So there's B-flat 7. B-flat 7, okay. Your E-flat 7, what you can do is play it like that. So this finger is staying the same, so that's your E-flat 7. Then you're just back to your B-flat 7 again for 2 measures. Now measure, 5, you're back to the E-flat 7 again for 2 measures. Then measure 7 is a B-flat 7. So the first half of this is pretty easy because your little pinky is just sticking right on the B-flat. Now, finally measure 8 here, the difficult one, probably because you're not used to playing, that's a D minor 7. Now all the fingers got to move in this chord. But you can hear that this 3 chord followed by the D-flat diminished is kind of a nice sound, right? Now the next chord coming up is a C minor 7. So here we're on a diminished, and all you have to do is move the first 2 fingers there down to get that C minor 7. So you'll want to practice this diminished C minor 7. Then after that comes what, your F7. And you can see all I had to do was move those two fingers down. So this progression, D minor 7, D flat diminished 7, then C, then F. It's pretty much what we call the caterpillar move, right? Where your fingers kind of walk down, kind of 2 steps at a time. So finally, measure 11. We're back to B flat, but I'm going to play it that way. Because here's your root, your 7th, your 5th, and your 3rd. B flat that way, and the next chord is G7. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just moving 2 fingers down. Then what? Then we have C minor 7, so your fingers kind of got to hop a little, right? Then a little just caterpillar down to F7. So this G7, I got it as kind of a 3 chord, right? But really, it's pretty close to your, what, D minor. So that's why I'm calling it kind of 3 with the question marks. So again, this last little bit here, you gotta get your fingers over there to play that B flat 7. Then your G7. Then your C minor 7. Then finally F7. Then you're back to the top here and repeat. Yep. So what you can do to start, get yourself going, is just count 1, 2, 3, 4 the first time through, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So now you're repeating too. And you can do all kinds of things like that. Now the second thing you could try is play on beats 1 and 3. Now that's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see even I screwed up. It's a little hard to count actually and play sometimes. Now, I would turn on the metronome. And if you have a drum, I'm at a 96 for the tempo. It makes it a lot more fun. So now what you can do is just kind of go wild. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So there's no end to what you can come up with there. So I would practice all kinds of different comping. And that's your assignment until we get to the next lesson. It's just working this left hand, do counting, do the metronome, do all kinds of crazy comps. I mean, comp on 2, then 4. when it comes to those last measures where you're doing that little turnaround of B flat, G7, C minor, F7, well, you could do like that, or you could just play like, you know, just to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you could do that simple, but you can get more complicated. Like I just said, you could do a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do it on the odd beats. So there's no end to the different comps you can do. You could just mix it up the whole way through is a way to go. Like do one measure one way, the next measure another way. And give that a go, and we'll see you next time where we're going to start playing some stuff in the right hand with your comp and make it real difficult for you. Okay. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, and if you happen to be on Facebook, go ahead and share it.